seamless means different things to different people, right? So for me, for example, I have two kids, and the other day I live in London, so I don't need to own a car. And the other day we hired a car, going down the highway as you do, starts raining, kids are screaming in the back, and the car goes off the road. And the reason for that is because my husband was trying to find the defogging button, and he wasn't familiar with the HMI. And of course, I got really angry with him, as you would. And I said, why can't you just talk to the damn car? You know, tell it to switch the damn thing on. Why must we have to do this physically? And these kind of things happen so often. Even with car sharing, I hear everybody here talking about car sharing being the future and stuff. But again, I can't get into any car. I need car seats. So that immediately takes me out of the reckoning for most cars that are parked near my home. And where I live is called Nappy Valley for a reason, because everyone has kids. But we still don't have cars with car seats. And all this stuff only happens because of contextuality. Nobody knows who the customer is. And I was speaking to an M&O the other day who said, oh God, you have such a novel approach to developing product. I said, oh, because I'm putting the person instead of the technology. It's not novel. That's just the way you do things. You develop product for people. But you have to know who people are first. So what we are trying to build is the ability to understand the user's context. And the context can mean many things to them, many people. Context could be the way I drive. Context could be what I want to listen to in the car. Context could be where I'm going, who I'm going with. At this moment in time, there's no way for your automobile to know that, but your phone knows all of this. In fact, your phone also knows a lot more about you than anybody else does, if you think about it. And all the notifications you get, all the recommendations you get, they're all based on data. They're all based on data that you use, content that you use, apps that you use. They're just being parsed in the right way and presented to you in a way that's palatable to you. So we're doing exactly that, but we're doing it in the context of the car. So we're taking this methodology, this approach to being able to interact with the customer, use their data, and package it into a concierge or intelligent assistant, which becomes the mouthpiece for your car, basically. And we allow the car to be able to service you in the most appropriate manner. I am very uncomfortable driving on roads where there are cars parked on both sides of the road. Immediately my drive style changes. With any kind of telematic device, you can tell that in a flash. And when you look at Google Maps, you'll see exactly why it's happening on that map. So when I want to be navigated from A to B, you need to take me on roads that don't have cars parked on both sides, because that's the way I drive. That's my personal map. My personal locations are very different from your personal locations. We have this data available to us, but it's never used in the context of the use case. It can sit on the head unit as an embedded solution if we have computing power available to us, and we use voice as an interface to be able to talk to the car and the car to be able to talk back to you. And that in a nutshell is basically what we do. And like any OEM manufacturer will tell you here that you cannot depend on the cloud for everything. And we stand by that. So we are predominantly focused on offline. So all our heavy lifting is done offline, which means data protection is sometimes easier for us than most, to be honest, because the consumer owns the data. They do what they want with it. We only pull data from the cloud when we need it for real-time information, or to be able to log you into your calendar or any of the third-party apps you use in your ecosystem. Or it sits on the OEM's cloud, like what BMW does with their Open Mobility Cloud. The reason why we're different from the Cortanas and Alexas of the world, because everyone wants to do that, right? Everyone's talking about having a smart assistant in their car, is that every time I need to use Alexa or Cortana, I have to sign up to Microsoft or Amazon's ecosystem. So who's actually getting the data here? It's those guys, not you guys. So we prevent that from happening.